Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Can we know you? What's your name?
My name is Peter from Norwegia.
Okay. I want to ask, do you know anything about the recent happenings with Aliko Dangote, the federal government, and his refinery, all that stuff?
Yes, I read some kind of summarized news about it, and I've been following the developments before now. I've not been so active during this period, so I have a fair uh, knowledge about the goings thus far.
Okay, so can you just tell us a bit about what you know about?
What I know is, Dangote being the very ambitious businessman that he is, has ventured into several areas of um, trade and industry in Nigeria, much of which many people are grateful for today. The Dangote sugar, the Dangote cement, even salt, everything. Dangote is everywhere. Even he opened the tomatoes farm sometime in Kano. He's been very, very, so much into the trade and industry in Nigeria. And then it became a matter of excitement for many, and for some, bewilderment for those who have concerns about monopoly, when he said he's going to build the refinery. You know, as it is said in common parlance, like play. The refinery came on board, and it is adjudged to be the biggest refinery in the world. So far so good. That is what I know about how far Dangote has come as regards his businesses, and then the latest, the major one now, the refinery.
Oh, okay.
I heard that, I've not really found out a lot about it. I've not really gone into it, but I found out that it's having some glitches with the federal government, probably as a result of inflation, plus he screwed refineries and everything. However, allegedly, I'm also aware, allegedly, that he's the former president, the former vice president, and also some other persons in the country are in support of him. Because the truth is, Dangote's refinery has really helped the country a lot. It has given jobs to Nigerian youths and even across the continent, right? And it has really helped the country's economy. That's the truth. So if Dangote is out of Nigeria, I don't know how the country's economy is going to be shaky, because right now it's been shaky and it's been affecting him. So it has really helped him. So I just hope, and helped the country too. So I hope everything is resolved.
According to some people, the Dangote refinery feasibility study would have shown whether or not the project will be viable. Why do you think now Dangote is coming out to sell it?
I think he's coming out to sell it. He's not out of. First of all, it's not some. We must understand that I don't think, for one who is also into one or two businesses, I don't think he's coming to sell it. He's out of natural desire. It is. I think it's more like hard on, for want of options, and instead of allowing the business to waste away, if he can be able to recoup some, tangible amount of his money back, then fine. So I think about the visibility studies and all, I feel he would have done his homework. He's a businessman of the international repute.
Yeah.
I don't want to believe that he will go into a business where he will not have done some important background checks. And for a business of that magnitude, I don't think Dangote would have gone into that without a lot of feasibility checks. However, looking at the circumstances, he has found himself, now being in a situation where he is more like at loggerheads with the federal government, and even a good number of the people in Nigeria having one or two negative things to say about him and his business. I think that is why he is now coming out to say, okay, if this is the case, let me just sell this assets and face my life and my other businesses.
I feel because of the state of the country, the economy is shaky and everything is hyped up. So he's trying to prefer solutions to the problems at hand. So instead of having to do business with, we always do business with, other countries and other continents. However, there are some certain things that we might need to be producing ourselves to reduce costs. So we'd have a better place to be.
So, like you said, so do you think he's a businessman, and do you think his hand was forced into selling this, or
I would like to think so. Maybe not by some kind of cajole. Maybe not through some kind of direct force. But out of limited options, like I said earlier. You know, looking at the situation he has found himself. But if in the case is that he's been, I wonder what kind of serious force or what kind of serious interest, whether local or international, will be strong enough to force the hands of Dangote to want to sell his business. So I don't want to think that anybody is forcing him, by some kind of threat or whatever. I think he's just being forced by the situation he has found himself in.
okay, great. So, well, what are your thoughts on Dangote buying a plot of land for the refinery for $100 million?
That's a really serious one. But I have not been to the location of that refinery. But from what we've heard and for some videos I've seen, it's quite a large estate. So I want to assume that it should be worth it. It should be worth it. It should be worth that amount. Looking at the size, and Lagos is a very expensive place when it comes to land. Or for somebody that will be buying acres, if not hectares of land for a business like of that magnitude, I don't think $100 million is too much.
Okay.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. However, I don't really have a thought about that. But
So, do you believe that this refinery will function adequately or more adequately, right, if the NNPC buys Dangote out of it and operates it?
I will not personally want to advise the NNPC to do that kind of thing, because many of us in Nigeria are already complaining, which I'm a part, that the government is overburdened with a lot of work. I will give an example. NLNG is in Bonny, River State, and it is very, very lucrative today, largely because it is being run as a private investment. But the government is just a partner in it. So, in the worst case, I think the NNPC can invest. I think they said they held some percentage, and now they are saying it is that they've reduced what they hold in the business from 20% to now 7%. They may want to, get more shares in that business and operate it. It's something that is a thing of pride in Nigeria, and I believe the federal government, especially under Buhari, gave good support to that project. So I wouldn't advise the NNPC to buy or operate that kind of investment. Looking at our history, how we manage public businesses, but the NNPC can.
that too, I can't really say much about it. But I mean, NNPC has been the one in charge of it all this while. So I feel they can actually partner, right? So they can partner and do something together to just come to a standpoint and see how they can put it together.
But I think they're trying to buy him out of the refinery. So, do you think it will be possible? Do you think it will function more if the NNPC operates it or if Dangote operates it?
Sincerely, I don't know, because Dangote is a businessman, right?
Yeah.
And businessmen think and work strategically. So I feel he would be in the best position for that, but I don't really know.